Hello, guys, and welcome to my very first commentary episode. My name is Via Assassin, and today I want to talk about one of the biggest topics I've heard in the past few days, and it's about sexual allegation. Um, Sexual allegations now happening at the gaming companies, especially Twitch, and it happened started from on Wednesday, June 24th, as numerous women now breaking their silence. Now, I'm not going to name all the accusers, but I'm probably going to name just one or two accusers I have read or known. One of the accusers I read in the past few days, and his name is Bill Carter, also known as Jump. He is a former host of US Nationals and Twitch rival for Siege, who accused of rape and assault. There were three victims who filed rape report against Bill Carter, and his name is Alyssa Bari, Mavery, and Bria Lay. Bria Lay are the very first victim to file the rape report against Bill Carter. She tweeted out on the 23rd of June saying that I filed a rape report against Bill Carter, aka Jump, on October 26, 2019. And of course, she put a link description, a twit longer. Twit longer is basically you talk more than the actual Twitter app. Twit longer is unlimited characters, while actual Twitter app has numbers of limit characters. After Bria Lay filed a rape report, Alyssa and Mavery stood up as well. Both Alyssa and Mavery filed a rape report on 2017. Alyssa's background story happens on TwitchCon 2017 event, while Mavery's happens on the PAX South 2017. There are a lot of things I have learned from all three victims, but I'm gonna start off with Alyssa and Mavery. Mavery said that Bill keeps feeding her drinks at the pool party. Alyssa, however, she was having a red wine, and as Bill arrives, she asks Alyssa if she wants to try one of his favorite drinks, a hard liquor with wine mixed together. Now that's fucked up, isn't it? Now, I'm not sure if Bria has been drinking as well. If she's not, then she's probably just hanging out with her friends, including Bill. She doesn't know Bill much, but someone invited him to the party. All the victims said the same statement they were raped at Bill's hotel room. Maver said shortly after she began to grab off her clothes and left out crying. Alyssa stated out that she woke up the next morning, find out she's naked, with her dress and ties are ripped, along with her arms starts bruising. She heard Bill showering and then starts quickly runs away with her belongings. Bria said by 6 in the morning, Bill lets her go and walk with her back home. Mavery additionally stated that it was her mistake because she has been flirting. She stated out that it says, I physically felt wrong, I felt heartbroken, and it took years to come to terms with the fact that it wasn't consensual. It was an assault. So she tried to contact Bill about what happened throughout the night, and Bill just ignored it. He doesn't want to tell what happened that night. He just saying that nothing happens to you, okay? Everything's fine. It was fun that night. So what happens afterwards is Bill unfollowed her, and then shortly after Mavery blocked him as they see each other again on the next event. Alyssa stated she felt guilty to herself. She was ashamed because she was too drunk, too flirty, and too nice. Her best friend Jordy said it wasn't your fault. Unless she did learn a valuable lesson, though. And she told what happens and what she witnessed to Alyssa. She witnessed that Bill gave her a few more drinks, and Jordy knew what's going to happen next. she was worried about Alyssa a lot. And Alyssa defends her statement saying that nothing's going to happen to me. Bill is a nice guy. Alyssa sees Bill again and asks what happened. And he said this same freaking statement saying that we just had fun and there are a lot of people were there too. That's an ignorant right there again. All he just say that he was just having fun with his friends. That's bullshit. And of course, Bria says she knew what had happened because he tried to create an environment to get her drunk as possible. Not even enough to remember. She knew what might have happened. So afterwards, she texts Bill, want to know the truth of what happened throughout the night. So I'm gonna show you this following message of Bria texts Bill what happened. So this is his response saying, "We drank a lot. My head is still pounding, and I slept until like almost 2 p.m." And then her reply is, "That's it?" He's like, "Yeah, I walk home like damn near 6 a.m." And then to continue asking like, "So what happens between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.?" And then he replied this, "Pretty much finished the bottle of white wine I opened. I took a lot of our conversation to heart, and you helped me do a lot of self realization thinking of what I want. So I thank you for that." Whoa. The only response he says is she helped him of self realization, and he says thank you. That was surprising. The way Bill Carter speaks, the way he acts, are absolutely disgusting. This is unacceptable. Of course, if you see him as an image, you see he's a handsome person, right? Of course, you know he's a host, and I don't know, he's probably famous, right? But this inside truth that he raped women like this, it's not okay. If they say no, it's no. Do not even think that no means a yes. It's like, seriously, what the hell is your problem? You are completely out of your mind now, do you, Bill? Oh, and I forgot to mention from Bria Lay's description, where Bill described in his hotel room why it's a good place for streaming. So Bria pointed this out is this. His apartment complex has the most confusing layout. This didn't seem like too much of an issue until later. He gave us a quick tour of his apartment. He talked about how great the place was for streaming because, from a streamer's perspective, having thick enough walls that your neighbors can't hear you screaming at a video game is a good thing. I didn't recognize this as an issue at the time either. Uh, First of all, why are you talking about those walls are thick enough for noisy, so no noisy neighbors next door will hear you while you're playing games? What a fucking joke that is. No need to compare it about like, okay, this wall is completely protected for our screaming voice. I don't want to hear that shit. Seriously. I mean, it is possible that some can hear you while you're playing video games. They can get complaints sometimes, but not all the time. Not only the allegations happen on Twitch alone, but also happens on music label. One music label is Monster Cat, and this accuser named Arrow Cord, a music artist who accused by Yuki, or also known as Milk, has broken her silence as file Arrow Cord's sexual assault. They met in 2014 as they were friends. So Yuki claimed that Arrow Cord inappropriately touched her and kissed her and also ask her for sex. In his response, Arrow Cord responded on tweet stating that he has completely denied this crazy accusation against him. Dude, you're completely denied this accusation? Well, guess what? No one is going to like you the way you said. Why, man? You just want to hide it? What the fuck is your problem? People are not going to like you anymore. I support you a few years back because of your music. And now, guess what? I am sorry. I'm not going to support you anymore. I'm done. After Yuki filed her reports, Monster Cat now standing up with their files saying that they have decided to end their working relationship with Arrow Cord. Wow, fucking well done. They did the right thing with that traitor like this. Just like back in 2017 when NBC News anchor Matt Lauer was fired a week after Thanksgiving by the NBC chairman, telling that he's done for the day until the file releases saying that he is fired for following reasons is sexual assault. Just like Arrow Cord, he's done for working at the music labels, Monster Cat, and of course, he's probably get fired. All the things I've learned from those accusers like Bill Carter, Arrow Cord, or other accusers that I never read in the past days are sicking me. They don't look normal to me, personally. Those women's are suffering for their lives. They are paranoid because of that. So I want to teach you guys a little lectures from my religious beliefs. As some of you may know, my religious is Buddhism. Now, Buddhism is not a god or a saint. He is a teacher. He's like a human being like us. You guys need to listen to this. This is very important. We must observe the five precepts. There are five things you have to avoid. The first thing is no killing, such as the examples like don't kill any environments or animals. Another examples is like um, no suicide. I mean, you have depressions. If you're struggling, you need help. Call anyone who can help you. The second thing is no stealing, like robbing a bank, stealing from others, or personal datas, the IDs, or items. You get the point. Number three is this is very important. This also concludes no sexual misconduct. You see, no sexual misconduct. Whether if you are at work or any other public places, you have to be smart. I mean, it's okay you have friends with you, but don't get too close. Don't get too personal. The fourth thing is to avoid is no lying. Don't lie to your family, your friends, or colleagues. Just don't. You gotta tell them the truth. If you don't tell the truth, well, guess what? Someone may target you of what you have done or what you did. Your life will be destroyed. And your career will be destroyed too. And the last thing to avoid is no drinking of alcohol. Avoid drinking alcohol because it will cloud your mind. You're not going to remember anything. Those are the five things you have to avoid as a human being. The main thing you have to learn is you have to be smart. Think about what is right and what is wrong as a human being. I'm just showing you guys the five precepts we had to accept as a human being because as a Buddhist, they teach us to be mindfulness. This is important. and it helps me a lot. So if you want to know more about Buddhists, there are some resources online if you want to check it out. There are some resources are very helpful for you. Not only that, there are some quotes as well. Life and lessons. I hope this helps you guys a lot. I hope you learned something from myself in a bit. Well, if you don't learn anything from myself, then I'm sorry. You don't learn anything new from me. So I hope you enjoyed this series. And again, this is my very first commentary video, so bear with me. If you enjoyed this, please show some support, like on the video or subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.